guys, it's Bunny and welcome to today's video and welcome to another WWE reaction. I made a video similar to this one really long time ago. It was top 10 WWE speeches that will make you cry or something like that. But today I have a different one. It has been recently uploaded like 3 weeks ago by Wrestling Flashback and it is called Top 10 WWE Promos That Will Make You Cry. And I see Eddie Guerrero's picture on the thumbnail. I'm like, okay, all right, we're ready to cry today. But are we ready? Are you ready?
1, 2, is this on?
We often get swept up in the emotions of wrestling. Matches are one thing, but when you can truly feel and resonate with the words from a promo, that's when the sport becomes real and truly grips us. Today, we're going to focus on those segments that really hit close to home and pulled on our heartstrings, as we list the top 10 most emotional promos in wrestling. First, we have 2 honorable mentions. Retiring from the ring is never easy, but it's one thing to end a career on your own terms. Being forced to retire due to injury is a sad way to go out, an unfortunate reality for numerous wrestlers, including Edge, who said goodbye to the squared circle in 2011 after a history of neck
but
problems.
he is back. I mean, not on WWE, but
that I have to retire. This is a little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be.
It was a teary affair for the rated R superstar, who took the solace in the fact that he was able to go out on top as the world heavyweight champion. However, after 8 years away, Edge made a triumphant return at the 2020 Royal Rumble.
That's why I'm not really sad about this, because he's back.
No way.
That's how he returns in Royal Rumble.
But I hope that all of you join me on this ride.
That's crazy.
A wrestler retiring is sad because it's so real, so imagine using something that's inherently emotional in a storyline, paired with an Oscar-worthy performance that fooled everyone, as Mark Henry was to retire from wrestling on the June 17, 2013 edition of Raw. Mark had interrupted a promo from WWE champion at the time, John Cena. Mark spoke directly from the heart, with tears in his eyes. His final moments as a member of the active roster were to be perhaps some of his greatest, as he gave such an impassioned speech that had everyone in the arena thanking him for his career.
To my little girl, Joanna, baby, I'm coming home.
Cena allowed Henry to hold up the WWE Championship, a title the world's strongest man had never won. And then, just like that, Mark did what was seemingly unthinkable given the circumstances. This type of storyline hadn't been done too often in wrestling, but even at that, few angles in history fooled fans like Mark Henry's fake retirement.
I'm coming home, WWE champion.
It was everything we love about wrestling. It hit on something real that drew us in emotionally, only to swerve us at the last minute with an act which we didn't see coming, but made sense in the context of the story. Number 10, HBK loses his smile. Shawn Michaels is no stranger to being involved in emotional moments in wrestling. Such as when he called it a career the night after losing to The Undertaker at WrestleMania 26.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, has left the building.
One of the most emotional segments involving Shawn happened in February 1997, where Michaels had to forfeit the WWF title due to injury. It's remembered as the promo where Shawn lost his smile.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile. It was the single most greatest year of my life.
Despite the sobbing, some people doubted the severity of Michaels' injury, including Bret the Hitman Hart, who Shawn was penciled in to wrestle at the upcoming WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. Is this a
pussyfoot
injury?
Go back and find your smile.
Where Bret was expected to get his win back after losing to HBK at the previous year's Mania.
I remember I didn't buy any of it. I thought this is the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. It's just his way of not dropping the belt to me, which just to be reeked of unprofessionalism.
Number 9, Daniel Bryan retirement speech. Daniel Bryan's retirement was also a case of recurring injury forcing him to step away. In Bryan's case, it was due to concussions. His emotional farewell saddened fans, but they and the other talent were able to give Daniel's career a great send-off. In his hometown of Seattle, Bryan reflected on his love for wrestling and thanked the fans for their unwavering support that helped make him a star.
I have loved this in a way that I have never loved anything else.
Daniel gave a special mention to the night, which also took place in Seattle, where fans hijacked the WWE World Title Unification Ceremony, since it was the last time Bryan's father was able to watch his son perform live before he passed.
This is maniacal. The WWE Universe is going wild.
And that was the last time my dad ever got to see me wrestle. And you guys made it special.
The crowd and the entire WWE roster yesed and applauded Bryan to cap off a sad but wholesome segment. It was just over 2 years later that Bryan was medically cleared to return to the ring.
Yay!
Daniel once again emotionally addressed the audience to announce his
Some
comeback.
people love
And if
Daniel
you fight
so
for your
much.
dreams will fight for you.
Bryan returned to action at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. Wrestling in the same building, he achieved his greatest feat 4 years prior.
There's the name, Sami Zayn.
Number 8, Roman Reigns goes through leukemia. Amidst a run as Universal Champion in 2018, Roman Reigns was forced to relinquish his title in the
can't
coolest
believe
of
it.
ways. Reigns
This
spoke out
guy.
of character, telling the world he'd previously been diagnosed with leukemia and that it had sadly now returned. The crowd was stunned into silence.
My real name is Joe, and I've been living with leukemia for 11 years. And unfortunately, it's back. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll take every prayer you can send my way, but I'm not looking for sympathy.
Fans were in shock at the announcement, with some being driven to tears. However, Roman assured us it wasn't a goodbye. This was just a see you later. True to his word, Roman would return 4 months later to much fanfare, thanking the fans and announcing he was in remission.
I'm in remission, y'all.
Before sharing a moment with his mother and
God.
Shield partner Seth Rollins.
Welcome back.
Number 7, Ric Flair. Even though the retired wrestlers we've looked at so far ended up returning to the ring, we still can't deny the sheer emotion and sadness felt when they first had to step away. The same goes for the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Nate said goodbye to his illustrious wrestling career in 2008. Flair's career ended in style with a tearful address that was followed by a who's who of his friends, family and former rivals that came down to celebrate Ric's career.
I have had the greatest wrestling career in the history of pro wrestling.
Wow,
I
wow,
have wrestled
wow,
in front of
wow.
more fans, raised more hell, had more fun, and loved all of you every day of my life.
Thank you, Rick.
From the bottom
Thank
of my
you.
heart, I love you, man.
Flair's time in wrestling is remembered for his legendary promos, which were filled with
No.
passion and emotion.
Talent.
With a tear in my eye.
He
This is
gave
the
it all.
greatest moment in my life. Arn Anderson passed the torch. It was real, damn it.
I have to wake up every day and look at this. God, yeah, look at you. This is what you did. Yeah, it hurt. It still hurts.
Number 6, John Cena never gives up. A promo
He
that
is
epitomizes
crazy,
John
in a good
Cena's
way.
career, as Cena addressed his WWE Championship loss to Sheamus at the previous night's TLC pay-per-view. John cut a fiery promo, upholding his mantra of never give up. Cena spoke about his passion for the WWE. He was like a man possessed, determined to regain his title.
I needed to take a second, and I wanted to apologize to anybody that I might have let down last night. This is kind of hard to understand, but sometimes you can try so hard at something. Sometimes you can be so prepared and still fail. And with every time you fail, it's painful. It causes sadness. And especially as I saw last night, it causes disappointment. I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory but by what he does when his back is against the wall. So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up. You never give up. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, you push forward, you move on, you adapt, you overcome. That is what I believe. The WWE Universe is all I got. This is my everything. So I'm not gonna say tonight that I'm gonna work harder, that I'm gonna be more dedicated, I'm gonna put more time in the gym. That's impossible. What I'm gonna say to all of you tonight that are gonna listen is what happened to TLC will never happen again. Everybody here, everybody watching, I won't be stopped. I can't be stopped.
That's really nice.
Cena is
It's so
sometimes accused of underselling
emotional.
losses or
Like,
brushing
I would definitely be hearing him giving that speech with some type of music in the background as a like motivational music speech in working out, you know, during the during working out. Unfortunately, Cena, like, he did give a lot of years to WWE and wrestling, but now we see him into Hollywood more and into movies, creating a name there as well. And he has been doing amazing. In my opinion, John Cena is a better actor than The Rock. And let me know in the comments if you agree with me or not. I feel like he has a lot more potential. He's really funny and charming guy, but also he can be serious when he wants to. But I honestly see him more as a pacemaker. What was it? Peacemaker. I think that's what his name. Peacemaker is like so amazing. I love that role for him. I want to see him more in that type of roles. But yeah, I would actually love seeing him back in WWE. And hear me out, this video might come out after WrestleMania, but I feel like he might bring a return in WrestleMania just to like get rid of Roman Reigns' title, you know, like take the title away. It's time for the bloodline to end.
Things off with jokes, but neither was the case in this instance. Cena put over the gravity of his loss by projecting how it made him feel and what he would do to respond, all while having the crowd in the palm of his hand. This was Cena at his best. Number 5, The Miz. Next we have an example where Cena, not taking a wrestler seriously enough, played into the story. It happened on an episode of Raw from August of 2017, when after 2 initial jokes from Cena,
"So this is what a sold out Barclays looks like."
It's Barclays.
Real good, always making a joke out of everything.
The Miz fired back to cut one of the best promos of his career.
Did I interrupt a moment? How many moments do you two get? Because, you know, in life,
maybe one more.
You're always told that if you work hard, if you chip away, if you plug away, if you do your job, then your moment will come, and I am sick of waiting for my moment while 2 undeserving people like you two get moments week after week after week.
Did he ever get his moment?
This is my show, week in and week out.
I feel like Miz deserves more.
Not you and not you. I am sick of not getting the respect I deserve. Your shirt says respect, earn it. I've earned it for 12 damn years. Where is my moment?
LA Knight and Miz need more moments.
The frustration felt by Miz here had previously been seen at different points in his career, especially during his famous Talking Smack promo in 2016, where he clapped back after criticism from Daniel Bryan.
And I'm sick of all of you, my GM, sitting there criticizing me, calling me the coward. I'm the one here day in and day out in that wrestling ring, beating people up.
Number 4, Dolph Ziggler reflects on his career. Ziggler was one of the standout performers in the WWE during much of the PG era. However, he never reached the main event level, which led to frustration. This frustration was seen during some of Dolph's promos.
I tell everyone, I'm great, I'm awesome, I'm the best, you can't follow me, and yet I don't come out on top. Every night, I deliver! And if everyone is in my head...
Sorry, I know it's not funny, but this is me. Every night I record videos. Every day I publish videos. Every day I deliver. Where are the views? Where are the subscribers? This is my mentality as well. Like, I show up every day. Come on, man. I deserve better.
Telling me what's wrong, I know that I am right.
For 11 years, I've never heard that wasn't good enough. Sometimes I've been told that was too good.
This continued to the point where Ziggler, being seemingly destined to be a career mid-carder, began to be used in storyline.
It's you who wins the WWE Championship, and it should have been me. You all respect him, and you all admire him, and it should be me.
Okay, that's like a crybaby moment.
Me, it should have been me!
Perhaps the most famous was Ziggler's passionate speech to his hometown of Cleveland during a feud with The Miz in 2016. Dolph looked close to tears while pondering how his career had not gone the way he'd hoped.
This is all I have. This couple minutes a night, 300 nights a year, this is my everything. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone when they know that I live for this. This is what I love, but you know what? Sometimes things you love don't always love you back. And you can give, 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 and sometimes you get nothing. In return, you get nothing. And you have friends and family and fans coming up to you telling you, why do you still do it? Why are you still here? Why do you subject yourself to this every night? And maybe my career didn't always turn out the way I thought it would, you know? I thought it would have been better. I thought I earned something. I thought I would be a bigger star, but you know what? I just can't stop myself.
No matter how many matches he'd
Yeah, this is the most relatable to me personally with my career, and my career has been going, because you always end up comparing yourself with others, and Ziggler have been comparing himself as well with others, and then seeing that he has been putting exactly the same amount of work. He has the talent, he has the passion. People love him. Why are things are not changing? What is going on? Why does he not have luck in whatever he is doing? And that's why this is the most relatable to me as well. But also, you keep showing up and you cannot give up. This is the thing. Like, I could have found any other job. I finished English Language and Literature University. I'm a teacher. I could work as a teacher in Germany and earn the same amount of money, maybe even more doing that. But it's not about the money. Like, of course, money is important to be able to keep doing it as a job on a daily basis. But beyond that, I really believe that there is something that there's this passion that keeps you going. There is this thing that defines who you are. And this job defines who I am. This job makes me happy. It makes me feel like I belong somewhere. It gives me purpose to keep going, to keep showing up. Like, it fulfills me. Truly, it does. And I hope for you as well to find something that fulfills you. It doesn't matter the income as much as it makes you happy, as much as it makes you happy. Like, for me, it is so important to be able to do both, be able to afford things, but also be able to have passion and love what I do. And I found it in this, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, there are sucky days. There are days when you compare, and there are days when you question, and there are days when you feel down, but you still show up. You can't give up. Like, it's simply not possible. You just can't.
Lost, or how the office viewed him, Ziggler was still able to make fans believe in him again thanks to this outstanding promo. It set up a match where Dolph put his job on the line versus the Intercontinental Champion The Miz in a career versus title match, which Ziggler ultimately won. Number 3, Cody Rhodes battles through family and pain. The American Nightmare has cut his fair share of emotional promos.
It took me to go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
The undisputed WWE Universal Champion. I have to finish the story.
A skill no doubt passed down to him by his father, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes.
I have wined and dined with kings and queens, and I've slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans.
This is the
Get a dream,
one we care the most.
to it, and shoot for the sky. At times, when the textile workers around this country are out of work and got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages.
They each showcased their ability to blend their real life into the world of pro wrestling. Because of this, fans don't just buy into what they were saying, they felt it, since wrestling is often at its best when it can mirror the human experience. It was only fitting that Cody battled his brother Dustin in an incredible match, which was followed by a very personal moment between the two siblings.
I need my older brother.
Yeah! Yeah, never fight brotherly love.
Cody's first promo back after returning to WWE was significant. As much as it was tearful, it laid out his plan to not just follow in his father's footsteps, but achieve something the Dream never could.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He was my hero. At 8 years old, I knew not what I wanted to do, what I needed to do. I was going to win this championship belt right here.
You will!
I was going to bestow it into the hands of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and I would tell him, nobody can take it away from you now. Unfortunately, that dream died. It died right in front of me. Yes, I cannot physically put that title belt into my father's hands. I cannot bestow it upon the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, but I certainly can put it around the waist of the American Nightmare. And I am going to do it for the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
But Cody's path to the WWE title was going to be far from straightforward. An injury setback led to an impassioned speech after Rhodes wrestled inside Hell in a Cell with a torn pec.
In what could have been the lowest point in my career, in what could have been the absolute worst night, in what was literal hell, I was not cynical, I was not jaded, I stood, I fought.
A run-in with Paul Heyman in the lead up to WrestleMania 39 saw Cody put his feud with Roman Reigns briefly on hold in order to thank Paul for looking after the Rose family by giving Dusty work in ECW during a period where the family's money had run out.
ECW gave my father his confidence back, and I can never, ever repay you for that.
Number 2, Bray Wyatt returns. Fans welcomed Bray Wyatt back to the WWE with open arms. Bray endured a rough year personally, having lost 2 people close to him on top of getting fired. We were ready to see a different side to Wyatt this time around. His return promo was incredibly heartfelt. We could really feel
so amazing. I saw this in the Becoming Immortal documentary. I reacted to the full thing. If you are interested, you can check it out on my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. I will leave a link in the description. But you guys, like, I was so much in tears here. It was barely possible for me to keep my eyes open and see this ending. Him coming back, and this time coming back as Bray Wyatt and talking to us, the fans, as not the Fiend or any of his characters, but actually himself, and being accepted for just being himself meant the world to him. Because as a creator as him, an artist as him, you always doubt your talent, you always doubt yourself, and you always hide behind the characters that you create, and you never think it's enough. But the fact that he was enough, just being himself there and talking, I feel like that was the proudest moment of his life, and that made him the happiest. And I'm so happy for him to be able to have that moment. I'm sad that it ended really quickly after that. I'm sad that we didn't see more of Bray Wyatt himself.
Word Bray said,
I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm really nervous to be here, but I never thought of this would happen. This past year in my life, I lost a lot of things. I lost my career. I lost my self-confidence. I lost 2 people who were very close to me. I lost my way. I thought that everything that I'd ever done here, otherwise, I thought it was all meaningless. Nothing I ever did has mattered to anyone. I was wrong. I can sit here right now today and I can look all of you in the eyes and I can say that you were there when I was weak, when I was vulnerable, when I was down. So I just wanted to say thank you. You all saved my life.
Thank you, Bray. Thank you, Bray.
We were never able to truly see what this version of Wyatt was capable of due to his tragic passing in 2023.
All of you can feel the spirit of Bray Wyatt in this building.
This made his return promo even more poignant. We can take comfort in how this promo allowed Bray to see what he meant to the fans, while also telling them what they meant to him. Number 1, Eddie Guerrero.
Before we go with this one, oh my god. Yeah, in the documentary Becoming Immortal from Bray Wyatt, at the end we saw a tease of the lantern turning on again even after Bray Wyatt turned it off for the last time. Does this actually mean that we're gonna see his brother come back as the character that he was supposed to be? Uncle something, I forgot the name, but yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see more of Bray Wyatt's creations on screen. I missed all of them and I'm so sad about that. I just want to see him being more celebrated and being more involved in WWE even after he is gone, because his creations are still alive and you can always bring them back. You can always celebrate his work throughout more storylines. You have his brother. Like, you can use more, you know, like we can see more of Bray Wyatt's legacy on screen. Are you ready for this?
New addiction. As we've seen from each entry on our list, the best promos are often rooted in reality, with real life feelings and emotions being expressed, that in turn are tied into the storyline context of wrestling. Eddie Guerrero's story arc was one of the most captivating, because of how it incorporated his real life struggles with addiction. This, coupled with how much harder he had to work due to being undersized, as well as the story that was told, helped make Eddie's eventual crowning moment so much more special. But right before this could happen, Guerrero delivered a career-defining promo on the Go Home show before his big match. Eddie's upcoming opponent, Brock Lesnar, had previously brought up Guerrero's past substance abuse issues, allowing Latino heat to fire back and speak about his struggles with real-life emotions as a way to build for the match.
I am an addict. About 3 years ago, Holmes, they carried me straight into rehab. Through all that time, bro, through all those 3 years, not only did I wind up losing my job, I lost my wife, I lost my kids, and I lost myself. I disgraced my race, I disgraced my family, and I disgraced myself day by day. I have earned my life back. See, when I step into this ring, yeah, bro, I am addicted. I'm addicted to the high that I get from them. I'm addicted to the high that I get when I go home and I tell my family, hey, I'm doing it. I'm addicted to the satisfaction that I get to tell everybody like you that didn't believe in me, you can stick it up your ass.
Winning the WWE title would be Eddie's final step to redemption. Now if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out a similar video on 10 moments that completely stunned the fans.
Man.
Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
I know it's gonna get me. And I need to record so many more videos, and I need my makeup on my face, not melting out of it. Oh my goodness. For real, you guys, this will never stop being sad. This will never stop being emotional. Wrestling is fake. You guys, these wrestlers are actual humans, and so many times their private life and personal lives intermingle throughout their career, and that's what makes wrestling so much more important, and it's even on a whole different level than reality shows. Reality shows are like when they sit down and like they have a script and they repeat it. Reality shows are so much less real than wrestling. Wrestling is not fake. There are fake aspects in wrestling, of course, because then we would see a lot of people getting more injured and we will lose a lot more wrestlers out there. But these are professionals who have been doing this for the entertainment business and risking their life every single day because it is real. People die. People die in the ring. People die out of the ring. That is also connected to wrestling throughout their career. It is really hard. And whatever they deal with personally affects who they are in the wrestling business itself. That's why we are connected with these characters. We are connected with these people because they genuinely do put their lives in the wrestling career that they are making and creating. That Eddie promo brings me to tears every time I see it. I don't know how Brock kept it together in the ring. That I would not. There is no, I don't know how. Only I would say if they were rehearsing that speech and he had to hear it over and over and over and over and over again. But the thing is that every time he delivers it with that passion and every time he puts his soul into it the way he did right now, I would cry every time. Like every time this would bring me to tears. Like generally if I was an actor and I need to cry in front of the camera, I would just put this promo before the scene. That's it. Finished. Like so sad because you know what happened to him. It is so sad. It's the best, hands down. It will always be the best promo, hands down. But yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comment down below. And what else would you like me to react to on this channel? If you want more WWE content, I always upload it on my Patreon, patreon.com/supportbunny. Have a wonderful day. See you. Bye. I love you.